Happy holidays, everyone. This is Kendra with Olive Goods, and I'm here to show you some zero waste sustainable gift wrapping ideas. There's been a lot of chatter in some of the sustainability forums that I'm a member of about what to do about a Scotch tape and how to avoid taping presents this year, since that tape's made out of plastic. So I thought I'd show you some of the methods that I've been using for years. And we're going to start with edible goods. So fudge, cookies, homemade toffee, all sorts of that wonderful yumminess. My favorite solution is glassine paper bags. So this is a 1 pound bag. It's the same bag that we package our mouthwash crystals in. It is made out of 100% paper. The way the paper is manufactured is it's basically rubbed back and forth and smoothed out. It's called super calendaring. What that does is it creates a moisture resistant and grease resistant bag. So you can just pop your goodies right in here, tie them up with a little ribbon, decorate the bag, and you're good to go. So option number 1 for homemade cookies. The next is to reuse a holiday tin. This tin I received as a gift. It had some goodies inside of it. We ate them, and I'm going to be saving the tin and reusing it for gifts. I don't know, this year, maybe next year, but I usually keep a stash of tins. Whenever I receive one, I keep them. You can also get tins from thrift stores. And I think there might be some dollar stores that have them, but I don't spend a lot of time shopping at the dollar stores. However, I do love thrifting at the thrift stores. The next option that I'm going to show you is, let's go ahead and do these tall bags so I can get them off the table. They're pretty, but they're kind of tall. So these are actual gifts, so I'm not going to open them and show you what's inside them. But Brooke and Bo are getting some treats from me this year. And as you can see, it's just a lunch sack with their name written on them. You can obviously decorate your bags if you're so inclined. My main goal was I wanted their names on them. But you could do snowflakes. You could cut snowflakes out and have some of your pretty paper showing through, whatever you wanted to do with there. But gift bags don't have to be purchased. They can be made. So those will be super fun. I can't wait to give those to them. The next item, this one is very dear and precious to me. This is one of 3 of a set, and it's just a giant bag. Best gift bag ever. There were some stuffed animals in here, and these were given to my kids. I have 3 kids, so there were 3 bags gifted. They each have their own bag, and every year we reuse these, and we have for about 20 years now. And we just put new presents in, and the best thing about it's the memories and remembering Christmas past and the kids as they grew up, and remember them fighting over whose was whose and all sorts of fun things. So it's just some felt from a fabric store. The decoration is cut out on the outer piece, and then on the inside there's just another large piece. Looks like this is just glued in there. So it'd be really easy to make some hole punch and a drawstring. And you have a reusable, kind of like extra stocking. But I'm going to put that away, and then this will be getting a present put in it soon. Next up on the list are mason jars. I love mason jars. You can do everything with mason jars besides canning with them. Years past, we had some tea light candle gift sets where the lid to the mason jar was a tea light candle holder. You can still get those. They're from Mason Jar Lifestyle. They're another local Colorado company. They're not too far from us, actually. Great people, great family-owned business as well. This is just a simple idea. I just took a ribbon, tied it around with a wrapped it around, and then I used a rubber band. If you're going to purchase rubber bands, look for ones that are 100% rubber. You can find them because the real rubber bands are compostable. Not to mention, who doesn't need an extra rubber band, right? So ribbon, rubber band, just to kind of hold it in place. And this is just a scrap piece of ribbon. Oh, I got a bunch of ribbon one year at a thrift store. It was right after the holiday season, and there was just a giant bag of ribbon. And every time I go, I've seen more bags. I haven't needed to get another bag in a while, but you can get bags of ribbon at the thrift store. I'm just going to tie a basic little bow. There you go. Now, if I was putting food in here, that's all I would do. If I was using this for something else, maybe a bar soap, I would potentially line the inside, just put a piece of paper inside the jar, then put the gift in, and then put the lid on. You can write the to and from on the lid, or you could go get those Groovy tea candle lids for Mason Jar Lifestyle, but Mason jars are great. I love it when the gift wrapping is also another gift. So the gift inside of a gift. Love that idea. Next up, let's go with this one because this is also a gift wrapped in a gift. Scrap piece of ribbon. You don't need to use lots of ribbon if you don't have it. You don't even have to use any ribbon. So we're going to talk about two other wraps with fabric. This fabric happens to be one of our Proud to Be Natural tote bags. Yes, we could have put the gift in the bag and handed in the bag, but it's a little more fun and festive if it's wrapped. Let me move some of these other presents aside so you can kind of see how we're doing this. Okay, so I just have my bag laid out. And just put your gift, whatever it is, in the middle. There's a couple different ways you can do this. I'm actually going to turn this to the side. And I'm going to kind of tuck and secure. And then I'm just going to roll. So you could go with the Tootsie Roll. And what you do with that one is, I'm going to tuck the corner in. You could take a ribbon and tie each end like this, and then kind of looks like a Tootsie Roll. But what I'm going to do, since this is a smaller gift, and I have enough fabric to do it, I'm just going to give it, oh wait, we were using the ribbon. I'm just going to bring them up like a couple of bunny ears. And then I'm going to use the ribbon. I just went around a couple times with the ribbon to hold things in place. And there you go, gift in a gift. Inside were our herbal salves. We had the MIDI herbal salve, which is great for wintertime. Just this time of year, especially with all the hand washing we do, chapped hands, just rub some of that on. We also have our menthol rub, which is great, again, this time of year for snuffly noses. We also have our Sola Cayenne salve, and those make a great gift set with the Proud to Be Natural tote bags as well. Okay, let's finish up these other two fabric ones, since you just did one with fabric. And I had these wrapped, and I'm unwrapping them deliberately so you can see what it's like to unwrap a gift that's been wrapped in fabric. This fabric, I think I got this, it was either a project I was working on with my daughter, or I scored it at a thrift store because it's kind of cool. It's silver and green, kind of shiny. And this is just some scraps. I didn't worry about edging anything, just cut it up and use it. Inside here, we have our oral care kit with our mouthwash crystals, tooth suds, a soap deck, a bamboo toothbrush, and the shot glass for the mouthwash crystals. So I'm going to just kind of center this again, like we did with the other one. And I'm also going to do this at an angle. So I remember I'm going to pull these, I'll do this one first. I'm going to pull these up together. So I want things kind of angled in there, like that. Just going to give this a tie. Then I'm going to gather the sides up. I'll do that again and show you what I was thinking. I did the longer side of the package, so this is longer than this is wide. So I'm going to do this one first because I'm not going to have as much fabric because the item inside took up more space. So now when I bring these up, it's the narrow width of my package. So I have more fabric to work with, which means I have more fabric to tie with. Go ahead and give this an extra tie. Since this has kind of a nice contrast on the flip side of the fabric, I'm going to just pull and tuck, and then we get a nice green knot on top of there. And we'll do gift tags. I got a fun treat for gift tags for you. Okay. This, I love being able to wrap this way because it's also a handle. I did score some evergreen foliage. We haven't done a Christmas tree in a while. I've got a poinsettia at home. So I didn't have a Christmas tree to chop up. But there were a bunch of evergreen sprigs on the ground outside of the Christmas tree lot, and they let me just pick some up because they were just going to sweep them up and brush them away. So I scored some of those for free. Just a quick untie, and this is a roll. So inside here we have our hair care kit with a hairbrush, solid shampoo bar, our natural solid conditioner bar, and our herbal hair tea. So I'll set that all aside. Let's talk about layering here. I'm going to put whatever's flattest on the bottom. Since this is wider than the hairbrush, I'm not going to put this on top because it'll bend when it wraps, so I'm definitely putting that on the bottom. Then the next biggest item, which is the hairbrush. Then I'm going to put the shampoo and the conditioner bar right on top of there, so we have everything kind of nicely contained. And then I'm starting from a corner. This is a large piece of fabric. It's double layered up, so I could cut it in half and do 2 or 3 presents out of this. And I'm just going to roll this all up because sometimes I don't even want to cut the fabric. And again, this is quilt quality fabric, so it's a really nice fabric. I think this is probably about a yard of it. But I got this as a refurbished fabric from a local quilt store here in Denver. I think they're technically in Englewood, Colorado. It's called Wooden Spools. And they have a huge selection of what they call refurbished quilt fabric. Fabulous idea. If you're a quilter, you can bring your leftover fabric from your project, and they purchase it from you, and then they resell it. So this quilt fabric has been revived from them by me, and now it's being used for wrapping holiday presents. How fun is that? Okay, so back to wrapping. I'm just going to take my corner and kind of tighten and tuck. Now I'm gonna roll. Roll, 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 roll. So you can see I really didn't need this much, but. Okay, so I've rolled it up. Now, take my two ends, and I just have to tie it. How fun is that, right? I have all these memories of being a kid struggling with wrapping paper. I really wish we just wrapped it in fabric then. But I have a handle. I think that is so cool. Okay, gussy it up with some of our free evergreen foliage. Check that out. Great looking present. No paper, no tape. And if you give this to a quilter, they're going to love you because of the bonus quilt fabric. So technically a gift wrapped in a gift. Okay, next up, this is the gift box that I use when we're packaging up, when you select the gift wrapping option on our site, shopallogoods.com. Our gift boxes, they're called tuck boxes. They're made by another local Colorado company, Eco Enclose, and they are made out of recycled material. They are fully recyclable. If you get water on them or food grease, whatever on them, you can pop them right in the compost when you're done with them. So we love our tuck boxes. And this is my solution for wrapping them. So we have some burlap, colored burlap that we've got. And I'm going to tuck a small corner in here, just kind of fold it down. It's just a small little amount inside. I like to be as minimal as I can with ribbon, because not all of it is compostable or recyclable, but it is reusable. But I like to get as much use as I can. And so as you can see, I just tucked it in there, wrap this around the flap. And when you pop it in there, you still get a nice tautness to that first initial ribbon. And then we got these elastic satin bands, super reusable. So I was completely okay with those. And we just pop one of these around the outside. And that is a super cute zero tape gift wrap. Very, very reusable. I love gift wrapping that's reusable. Okay, and last but definitely not least is wrapping with paper. This Greenify Me, they're Greenify Me on Instagram, posted about this hack last year. It's my favorite way to do name tags now. All it is, dropped off while I was doing it. It's a toilet paper tube or a paper towel tube. I just thought this was so cool. You just cut them into, maybe 1/2 inch. And then bam, you have a name tag. Just write to and from on it. We'll show you how to put it on in a second here. I love it. Okay. So I wrapped this in just some garden twine. It's doubled up. And I put the toilet paper tube name tag, doubled it up. I'll set that aside for now. The paper, when you order from us, this is what we use to as void filler or to wrap some of the more delicate items that we might have given the time of year, or just to line the box. Lots of people use it, very, very common. So whenever you receive a package in the mail, save the paper. You can draw on the paper. If nothing else, you can cut the paper up for shopping lists. But I like to save it and use it as a stash for gift wrapping. Inside here, we have one of our Proud to Be Natural t-shirts. They come rolled like this. So yes, you could use the t-shirt to be to wrap a gift in a gift. But in this case, the t-shirt is the gift. It's also a nice boxy shape. So I can show you a little bit about wrapping kind of, a rectangular item with paper. So the first thing you want to do, when I was a kid, we were taught, take your box, put it in the middle, have everything lined up, and you fold your sides over, and then you do this, try and make your nice corners and put those 4 corner flaps up much like an envelope. It's called an envelope fold. And you use tape on the ends, tape on the sides, and that final piece of tape on the end. Lots of tape. Kids can't do it very well at all. At least I couldn't. So this way is a lot simpler. It does not require any tape as long as you use some twine. If you are using tape, you'd only need 1 piece of tape, and it's super fast once you get the hang of it. So the first thing you do is, instead of centering everything up all squared, you want to do it on the diagonal. So you're going to take the ends of your box or item and line them up with the corners diagonally to the other corners. You're going to fold your first piece over. That's the easy part. Next part is you kind of find where your edge is here, and you want to kind of push this down to have a crease that's going to go up. And you're just pulling up and over until you have your it's perpendicular line, right? So now we have another right angle going here. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to tuck and pull till I get my straight lines. And now I'm going to just roll it up. So all of the raw edges are now inside. None of them are exposed except for this last little flap here. Yes, you could use a piece of tape, or you could take your twine. Let's just give that a wrap or two. And there we go. Add in our free festive foliage. True zero waste gift wrapping without any tape. So I hope this gave you all some great ideas for how you can wrap your presents, maybe gave you some last minute gift ideas. And I can't wait to see what you wrap up, and hope you all enjoy unwrapping your gifts. Just have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.